guys, I'm going live for just a moment here. I guess I'll go live for a little bit because we have this really big, nasty windstorm heading through Atlanta, coming right into Atlanta right now. Just want to give everybody a heads up in case anybody's wondering what's going on. This storm's been doing a lot of damage. Um, we have lots and lots of power outages from this monster storm here. I mean, this thing's been doing damage for the last 4 or 5 hours, knocking power, and this thing's knocking on the door of Atlanta right now. This thing's coming right through downtown Atlanta. Let me go ahead and pull up our power outages real quick so you guys kind of have an idea of what kind of damage this thing is doing. And our tornado threat actually got reduced today. Our tornado threat was much worse last night, but it basically reduced the tornado threat a bit. But we're still having a lot of straight line wind damage. We're gonna go ahead and look at Georgia here. So basically, the whole northeastern part of Georgia, we've been having power outages all over the place here. So this storm's still cranking. It's doing a lot of damage. And we're going to take a look at the other two states it hit. This thing basically started up here in northern Mississippi. So we still have tons of power outages here in Mississippi from these storms. So we're getting anywhere from 60 mile per hour winds and, quarter size hail from this thing. But it's really, seems to be a really consistent 60 mile an hour winds. It's just doing a lot of damage. Look, this thing went completely through Mississippi. I thought maybe that it was finally weakening over here towards, the eastern side of Mississippi, because, we had some states with less power out here. But you can see right here, it's definitely picking back up. So we have another 1,500 houses without power in Randolph County, another 1,000 in Claiborne. So this thing, I thought it was letting up, but it's still staying pretty destructive. We're still getting a lot of damage from this storm. Yep, and Atlanta, or it's heading right into Atlanta now. We still have plenty, 4,000 households without power in Floyd County, another 2,500 in Chattanooga County. I mean, this thing's doing serious damage again. 12,000 houses lost power in Paulding, and this thing is pulling into Atlanta, Georgia right now. Like this thing's literally inside Atlanta at the moment. So just wanted to give people some warnings there. So we got basically our severe destructive line right through here. Kind of reads you 60 mile an hour wind gusts. They don't even have any hail listed on this thing anymore. At 5:46 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the extending line from near Mableton to near Connergate, near to Corinth, moving east at 50 miles an hour. So yeah, these storms are still moving east, cranking along 60 mile an hour winds, doing all kinds of damage, knocking out all kinds of power. Our tornado risk is very, very low today. I haven't seen a single tornado warning yet today, but basically, yeah, just looking at this big, nasty line of storms, it's gone. Yep, that's pretty much all I wanted to go live for. I just want to give Atlanta a heads up, in case anybody's in that area, because it's coming right to you right now. It looks like you've already gotten some rain in Atlanta, but the big winds are coming through right now. Storms aren't even that big, but they're cranking. I'd say they're pretty good size, though. Yeah, I guess while we're here, we're going to go ahead and look at the tornado threat for tomorrow. So yeah, this is today's tornado threat. It really has gotten reduced. I haven't seen any more storms anywhere else other than just in this area here. Tomorrow we have a pretty good sized tornado threat as well. So this is our tornado threat for tomorrow. So we're going to basically see a bunch of stuff over Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and a bit over here in Virginia. We got another 5% chance in Missouri as well. Virginia. So it's going to be wild tomorrow as well. Hey, Denosis, we're taking a look at the storms running through Georgia right now. They're about to hit Atlanta. These storms have been taking out a lot of power here throughout Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. We're not really dealing with anything tornadic today, though. We're talking about big straight line winds. You see, we have some big gusts here. Where you see like these little areas of blue, we're seeing lots of winds here. They're coming right through Atlanta right now. Hopefully Atlanta doesn't get beat up too bad. I know it's a big city. You got a lot of big buildings blocking a lot of the wind, but it's coming. And what else did I want to take a look at? Oh yeah, I wanted to pull up national weather, kind of see what if any other storms have formed up anywhere. Because I know we do have a tornado threat in a couple areas today, but it just haven't seen anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the power outages again real quick too. So this is basically what the storm's done. It's been knocking power out along its whole track here. Where it started in Mississippi and just swiped all the way through Alabama. If Alabama loads, it's missing. There it is. So yeah, basically this thing took power out from Alabama all the way across. Pretty much half the people in Winston County lost power. That is nuts. So many people lost power from these storms today. Unreal. I thought it was dying out, and then I pulled up Georgia and the power outages. I'm like, holy crap, this thing's still really cranking. So we're still having a lot of straight line wind damage, especially down here in Paulding County where we had 12,000 households lose power. So this is storm not letting up at all. It's still doing a lot of damage. So yeah, you guys need to be prepared. Anybody that's basically in Atlanta or east of it, you guys need to get ready for this to come through because you're probably going to lose power or a really high chance of it. No, most storms don't got power. No, these are just really high gusty windstorms. That's the issue with these. I mean, we actually have a severe destructive threat on them. Looks like this is the worst part right here. This is where we got the biggest winds, according to National Weather. Got regular severe warnings up north, but I mean, you've seen what this storm did, the history of everything that this storm's produced. It's been doing a lot of nasty stuff along the way. Happened to our warnings, they just disappeared. How you doing, Tara? How you doing, O2 A or 0402 A2? I get it right one of these times. Yeah, this is I just wanted to warn everybody in Atlanta because it's such a big city and it's basically on top of it now. Our gust of winds are like almost they're around the outer end of the highway now, so they're making their way into Atlanta. Big gusty winds. No tornado threat though. I'm not going to be streaming very long. I just came in here for a minute to kind of warn Atlanta and pretty much anybody else that comes in that's east of Atlanta. You guys just need a heads up because this thing has been knocking out power left and right. I'll pull it up again real quick. Anybody that just showed up and show you guys the power outages the storm caused. So basically, everywhere in Atlanta, all these houses lost power here in that area. Alabama got completely swiped across. So this storm, I was up till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning last night streaming the bad weather in Oklahoma and Kansas. But when I woke up, this storm was already halfway in between Alabama. It looked like it was starting to get weaker, but taking a look at Georgia here in the latest, where we still have like 12,000 houses just lost power in Paulding County. I mean, this thing's still really cranking. I mean, I guarantee you this thing still has 60-mile-an-hour winds, right? So if it took out 12,000 houses, we still got 60-mile-an-hour winds on this storm. So yeah, it's been doing a lot of damage. Oh yeah, this is our tornado threat for tomorrow right here. We do have a 5% chance for tornadoes in Virginia tomorrow, Eastern Virginia. Then we got areas of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. I want to go ahead and pull up our national weather radar. I just want to kind of take a look around real quick at all the other storms. See what else we got going on right now, because we do have a tornado threat, right? We do have a small threat for tornadoes everywhere else, but basically, we don't have storms, we can't have tornadoes, right? Like we have a couple loose storms down here in southern Alabama. I'll actually jump down there real quick on the radar to see if we have any rotation in these. Got a couple storms down here by New Orleans. Other than that, yeah, I don't think we really have any other storms anywhere. We have a couple out here in North Carolina. Well, actually, we do have some warnings out here. Actually have some severe thunderstorm warnings out here in North Carolina. So we'll check out North Carolina. Check out a couple places real quick while we're online. Make sure there's nothing crazy rotating going on. If you're in Atlanta, prepare, brace yourself. I mean, it's already hitting you in Atlanta, but it's going to work its way through Atlanta. And we have a tornado warning in Spencer, Indiana. Okay. Well, I guess we went online just in time to see a tornado warning. These storms are definitely rotating down here. Nothing looks too crazy. So we do got some rotation in these storms down here in southern Alabama. Just doesn't look too crazy. Let's go check out our tornado warning. My goodness. What are the odds I decide to finally go live for a little bit and we get a tornado warning? Wow. That's quite the odd tornado warning, I'd say. Okay. We got a tornado warning here, guys, in Indiana. Heed National Weather's warning. Get to shelter, guys. This thing, Crisney, Lamar. You got a storm with a hook on it here. It's got a little rotation in it. I don't know if somebody, I mean, we definitely have a bit of a signature here. Not a whole lot, but we got a little bit of a signature there where it looks like it's spiking up. Let's take a look at this tornado warning storm here. Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Now, don't laugh at this storm size, all right? I've seen storms this small produce a tornado before. I know it's just a little cute little storm, right? But they can't produce tornadoes. Hey, Bentley, how you doing? Turn down the velocity a little bit. Got a little bit of rotation here, but it's really weak. Kind of right in that area here is where our rotation is. This is just really low velocities, but you clearly have a little bit of a rotating hook on this thing. How you doing, Donna? Where you been, Bentley? How you doing, Chad Blue? Dublin, Georgia. Let's check out Dublin, Georgia for you. So we do have a tornado warning up here in Indiana for some reason. I don't know how, but we don't have any tornado threat up there. Clearly, we can see the rotation in the storm. I was just wondering, like, yeah, we have no tornado threat up north today. Let me pull up Dublin, Georgia for you. And I'll also show you guys, anybody that's just hopping in, where our tornado threat is today. So they actually downgraded our threat. So we're basically just seeing a tornado threat in these areas here, just a 2% chance. We have a really light chance of tornadoes today, but it could happen. Let me find Dublin, Georgia for you, because I don't know the exact location. Unless anybody sees it on the map right there. I'm pulling up. I didn't have Google Maps open, so I'm grabbing it now. Dublin, Georgia. Are you hearing any crackling in my voice at all? Or did the bit rate changes work? So you're southeast of Atlanta. Pretty far down there. Yeah, I think, are you along I-75? I don't think so. I-75's over here. You're over to the east a little bit more. Dublin, I don't think you're gonna see the craziness of this stuff here. It looks like it's gonna go north of you. They actually did they drop our severe? Which one's our severe destructive? I don't know why the severe destructive warning isn't showing up. It just disappeared. The severe destructive is basically going along this line right here. We still have it. Oh no, we got one out here in North Carolina too. We got a severe destructive storm in North Carolina. But yeah, these line of storms, they probably won't go south of Macon, so you're good down there in Dublin. I mean, you'll probably see some rain today, but you shouldn't see any of these crazy winds. It's going to go north of you. Just so you can see too, let me pull up our power outages real quick. Basically, along this upper line here is where we have all the power outages north of here, both states, same in Alabama. It's pretty much staying on the north half the state, so you should be fine down in Dublin. Yeah, this thing's been knocking out power nonstop across these 3 states here. So, yeah, you're lucky you're in Dublin. You don't have to deal with all this mess up in Atlanta. This thing's already completely across Atlanta right now. So, I mean, we're probably going to have a lot more power outages in Atlanta here in the next, I haven't updated it here. Okay, yeah, so we got 6,300 households lost power in Cherokee County since this thing in the last 10 minutes. So, Paulding County still at 12,000 households without power. 4,500 houses lost power in Cobb. What county's Atlanta in? Is it Fulton County? Looks like Atlanta's in multiple counties, I think. Yeah, these counties are so big, but we're having a lot of power outages in all these counties, though. Like there's 382,000 households in Gwinnett, but 1,000 houses lost power. It looks like most of the damage is happening here in Cherokee County. So the good thing too about Atlanta is a lot of those buildings are really big and strong out there. Almost 3,000 houses in Fulton. I think Fulton County's in Atlanta too. Wow, another 2,300 households in Henry lost power. Unreal. Storm's doing damage, guys. It's still doing damage. Still doing damage. And it's still heading east. You're busy chasing tornadoes today? It was fun? Heck yeah. Where'd you go chasing at? Let's go to North Carolina real quick before I shut down the stream. I don't know. I might be on a little bit longer because we do have a lot of severe storms all over the place. To be honest, we got a bunch of severe storms out here in North Carolina. Nothing looks too crazy. So we got hazard 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Goodness, why is it so crazy over here in North Carolina? I tell you what, North and South Carolina's been getting a lot of nasty storms lately. None of these look really scary, but they're definitely all rotating. Every single one of these storms are rotating here as well. It looks like these guys are going to make it out to the ocean soon. They're almost out of here. Uh, 5 hours away from Missouri. I thought we were supposed to have tornadoes in Missouri today, but I mean, yeah, it was like last night. It was basically all up through here, and Missouri was in it. Yes, last night, but they kind of spread this out, and we just don't have any storms anywhere. Basically, just have these storms over here in North Carolina than the ones coming through Georgia right now. Yeah, these guys are just cranking on through here. Actually have a tornado warning up in Spencer, Indiana too. Nuts. Little bitty bit of rotation right here on the storm here by Crisney. Doesn't look too scary. It's a very, very faint Enrot signature, just one little blip. Yeah, we can check those days. Oh, drop back down to the storm that's going through Atlanta right now. It looks like most of it's already through Atlanta. Like it's basically on the outer band. I don't know if this storm's going to start weakening yet or not. Keeps knocking out power left and right. All right, so yep, again here, this is day 1. This is for Sunday, tomorrow, or chance for tornadoes tomorrow and Sunday. You know, we got a pretty large 5% area. I don't know if they're going to downgrade this at all. They might upgrade it again. We'll see. Then we have a little area out here in Virginia. We have a 5% chance in Virginia as well. It's pretty crazy. Tomorrow might get wild. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And then day 3. Wow, we got a large area on day 3. We do not have the tornado outlook for day 3 yet, by the way. Basically, yeah, we're kind of seeing this area down here. This is going to be for Monday. Ryan Hall last night was saying he's never seen like a moderate risk for these states, these southern states in June before. He said he's never seen that happen. So yeah, we actually have a moderate risk in the same areas that just lost a bunch of power today. It's coming again on Monday. So yeah, man, I feel bad for these guys. We got so many houses losing power, and we got another storm coming in 2 more days. And then day 4, I don't know if we have anything for day 4. Nope, we don't have anything for day 4. So yeah, it's looking wild. Wild next couple days. How you doing, Madeline Porter? Do we have anybody in chat that lives in Atlanta? Just curious. Jake Baked, how you doing, man? Be nice to know what aircraft was flying around the time of weather events. I know where that's going. I know where you're going with that. Let's check the power outages in Atlanta again real quick. So, see, I'm gonna go ahead and refresh it. What was our last time on this? Okay, 5:50 p.m. It's 6:08 now. 6:03. Oh my goodness. Cherokee's up to 10,000 households without power now. 25,000 houses without power in Cobb. So this storm's doing some major damage still. This storm's unreal, to be honest. I can't believe it's just really doing a lot of damage with these 60-mile-an-hour winds. They must be constant for a while to be taking out this many areas of power. So I mean, you kind of see right here where our storms and moving along right here still. Dawson 675, 4,300 in Fulton County. My goodness, yeah, I can't believe there's 25,000 people without power in where's that at? Cobb County. Holy smokes! So yeah, these storms are still cranking right here. Basically, just flying through here in Georgia, blowing everything apart, knocking down trees, and taking out power. It's the age of weather experiments. I usually get somebody coming in here every once in a while talking about that. I feel like once a stream I hear somebody talking about the government controlling the weather. I wonder how bad the winds are out here in the front of these, though. Looks like pretty high. Yeah, we got a lot of velocities out here in the front by Monroe. These storms are still moving through, and pretty much looks like they're going to make it to North Carolina or South Carolina. Like, these are coming to South Carolina, it seems. I mean, we haven't even checked. Let's check, yeah, I can check a satellite view. Let me pull up, WeatherWise. I can see the satellite view from WeatherWise. Yeah, if you're inland, you're still in Atlanta in chat, let me know. I'm curious, what was it like? We can actually check some street cams. Let's do that. So I can't believe these things are still cranking along this strong. All right, let me grab the satellite view. I just reset everything on my Google to basically clean up my web browser. So I have to reset all my settings in WeatherWise. But yeah, I mean, basically there's our satellite view. Big old storms. Oh, I wanted to check. I wanted to see up in Tennessee. I want to see how much damage was done in Tennessee. So yeah, anybody just hopping in here. We have storms that just came through Atlanta, producing 60-mile-an-hour winds. This whole line of storms have been knocking out power left and right. It's going to continue heading east towards North Carolina and the rest of Georgia. It's knocking out power all over the place. So you guys just need to get prepared, get ready, because if you're over here to the east of these storms, go outside, get your stuff cleaned up. You know, put your cars in your garage, whatever, because there's definitely gonna be lots of flying debris and tree branches and all kinds of stuff. We really don't have any hail from these storms, though. We haven't had much of a hail threat from these, but we've had a very severe wind threat from these storms. Let me pull up our power outages again, and I wanted to check up in Tennessee, because I know it looks like this. Yeah, see, the storm's even reaching up here in Tennessee. The storm's been reaching up in the southern parts of Tennessee. We have 4,600 households without power in Bradley. 9,000 houses lost power in Hamilton County. So yeah, this storm's reaching up north past the Georgia border. So anybody just hopping into, we can go ahead and show you our power outages again. This storm, basically, this track of storm started over here in Mississippi, and it's worked its way over, just taking out power all across the United States here, just making a big mess. Looks like it's kind of picked up more on as it made it halfway through Alabama. It looks like the storm was definitely spreading out, doing more damage to the north as well. The storm's just really cranking through. Goodness. It's kind of a good look at the whole thing. So Atlanta is completely swallowed up by this storm at this point. It's reached all the way up here near Chattanooga. Basically, east of Chattanooga is where it started to get bad. So we still got a lot of wind all the way up here. This is basically going to be heading towards Greenville, Anderson, Athens. Looks like it's probably going to go north of Augusta, Georgia, but we'll see. If anybody's out here east of this storm, you definitely want to pay attention for when this is coming. Go fill up your generators, do whatever you got to do, because it's coming. I just can't believe how many power outages we had. Unreal. And we do have some more. We actually have a tornado warning up here in Spencer, Indiana. I don't know why they tornado warned this. I don't know if somebody actually seen a little baby gustnado on the ground or something with the storm. It really has hardly any velocity signatures. I mean, you can kind of see some reds and greens right here, but it's very, very faint. And we did do a 3D view of this thing. Honestly, I couldn't see the storm producing a tornado from what I'm looking at now. It looked like it had a little tiny bit of rotation when they first warned it, but yeah, I don't know. How you doing, Daryl? Hi, Michelle. Hey, Jake. We'll see you later, buddy. How you doing, Chris, Madeline? All kinds of people stopping in to say hi. That's awesome. Right now, we're just tracking the storm that's heading basically across Georgia right now, doing all kinds of damage. Anybody that's just stopping in now. We have a big, ginormous storm here, basically just knocking out power left and right. I mean, it just completely came through Atlanta right now, doing all kinds of damage. Lots of damage in Atlanta here. Let's go back and see our update on Atlanta. Holy smokes. We have 106,000 houses lost power in Georgia now from the storm. I mean, if you're out east of this, you still got some time. You know, you can run the gas station, get some gas for your generator, do what you got to do. Our last update was at 6:03 p.m. We haven't gotten another update yet. We're at 25,000 houses without power in Cobb County, 10,000 houses without power in Cherokee County, 4,000 houses without power in Pickens, Another 4,800 houses in Gilmore. I mean, this thing is just so strong still. 4,000 houses out Fanning. I mean, it's just complete total destruction along this line here. It's it's crazy. It must be. It has to be really constant winds for it to be taking out this much power. I don't think we're just having like a one big gust of 60. We're probably having some good gusts of wind for a while for the storm doing this many power outages. Back down to Atlanta. I'm gonna look closely on the radar, see if we got anything spinning up down there. That's like I say, our tornado threat's probably really low with this storm. A little bit of rotation out here in the front, but look crazy. Just really gusty, nasty winds. They finally dropped these down. Still says hazard 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts from the National Weather. At 6:02 p.m., a severe thunderstorm is located over Dawsonville, moving east at 45 miles an hour. Same thing on this one. At 6:12 p.m., severe thunderstorms are located along the line extending from Lawrenceville to near Ebenezer, moving east at 60 mile an hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Impact expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. I don't even know why they took away the severe destructive storm warnings when these things are still knocking out all this power. When I first turned on the stream, we had a whole bunch of severe destructive warnings, and they got rid of them. And I mean, we clearly see this thing knocking out power left and right. So I don't know when these things are finally going to start weakening, but they definitely seem like every time we refresh the power outages, we have a lot more. The dust storm. Dust storm. Oh man, I thought you were making up something new. Duck storm sounds interesting. I know we got a sharknado. We got like fish nados, but I haven't heard of a duck storm yet. The lower, you guys were supposed to get a dust storm in the lower states. I didn't even hear anything about that. I mean, I highly doubt you'll see a dust storm anywhere, along these lines here up here because everything's going to be wet. I'm not sure where the dust storm's coming from either. I know they get a lot of dust storms out in New Mexico. Iowa? Yeah, absolutely. We'll check Iowa for you. We'll go over to Iowa for you. Basically, yeah, that's our big line of the damaging storms here. Oh, well, you got a little bit of rain up here. Any certain Iowa you're worried about? We definitely got like a bunch of rain showers over here on top of Waterloo going towards Cedar Rapids, Iowa City. We have a couple storms coming towards Des Moines right now. Little bit of areas of heavy rain in this one. Might see some thunderstorms coming through there in Des Moines. Sahara Desert. I did watch something on the History Channel or YouTube or something about how so much dust comes from the Sahara, like it blows completely over to the United States every year. I was watching some kind of science video on that. So, yep. Anybody east of Atlanta, it's coming. Athens, Georgia, you're up next. Got anybody here from Athens, Georgia? This strong storm's heading your way. I'm on another refresh here on this. See how much damage the storms are still doing. We'll use a 14th county to be our judge. Well, we'll go with Hall County. 6:03 p.m. 6:15 p.m. Oh my goodness, yeah. So since our last refresh, we had another 4,000 something houses lose power in Hall County right here. I don't know why they removed these severe destructive warnings on these storms. I mean, it's still doing tons of damage. We're up to 7,400 houses in Dawson County. Almost half the county lost power. 9,600 houses in Forsyth now. 5,000 houses in Lumpkin County. Another 3,000 in Union. Like, this storm's not letting up, and they removed the severe destructive warnings on it for some reason. Unreal. Potterdale and Covington, Georgia. Check for you, buddy. You have my Google map here. Orderdale. Orderdale, Georgia. You're south of Atlanta near Covington. You're borderline in the area. I mean, our storms are reaching down pretty far here. Find your exact location here. Covington. Yeah, so you're really close to Covington. I mean, I think you're probably going to see some of these winds, to be honest. Like, I mean, this is coming right at you right now. You're probably about to get some really nasty winds very soon because this whole part of this storm's coming right over you here in the next couple minutes. So yeah, I definitely brace yourselves in Porterdale. Let me check Covington. If you're the person, Daryl, if you're the one in Porterdale, you need to get ready quick because you have no time at all. This is literally knocking on your door right now. You're about to lose power for a very high chance. Just flip a coin. 50-50 chance, probably. Covington. Oh, wait. You said Covington. Yeah. Covington and Porterdale, same place. Yeah. It's literally right here, buddy. It's knocking on your door. Looking at it from the other radar. Yep. This storm's literally halfway into Covington at this point. Let me know though, Daryl. I mean, let me know the winds you get because I'm curious how crazy the storm still is down there because we're looking at all the power outages and everybody's losing power from these storms. Are you on your phone or your computer, Daryl? See, if you're on your phone, you can still type another message if you do lose power. Cassell, what state? Make sure you tell me the state. Cassell. Cassell. Is it? Yeah, I don't. Germany? I can't check Germany if that's the case. Mom and wife, how you doing? Is it getting windy there yet, Daryl? Because I mean, this is literally right on top of you. How windy is it there? Trying to see what county are you in? Is that Covington County, Daryl? Go to our power outages here. He's in Covington. I'm trying to line up the county here. This is the county he's in. He's in Henry County. So there's 2,808 houses that lost power in Henry County, Dale. Already. Oh, you're in Newton? Oh yeah, it looks a lot like Newton and Henry. Okay, so there's only three houses that lost power in Newton, but yeah, the storm's literally it just went through Henry County and took out 3,000 houses of power. So it looks like it's a little weaker the more south we go, and it looks stronger the more north. But you're definitely probably going to see some winds very soon. See if it's updated at all. No, it still has updated. It still says 6:15. So hopefully, looks like people are losing a lot less power the more southern areas down here. But pretty much everybody from up here to here is where they're really getting the power taken out from the latest updates. And they still haven't dropped the severe warning, or they dropped all the severe destructive warnings on these. They just have regular severe. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know why. I mean, it still says the same thing. Hazard 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Expect damage to roof, siding, and trees. I mean, when it said a severe destructive, it said the same thing pretty much, but they just took them off. They still haven't dropped that tornado warning up in Spencer, Indiana. What the heck? Okay, still there. This thing is still tornado warned over here by Kristen. Still got a tornado warning over here in Indiana. Little tiny storm. I feel like this thing has like a 0.5% chance to produce a tornado with what I'm looking at right now. I mean, the velocities are almost non existent. Don't get me wrong, the storm is rotating, right? We got some rotation here, but it's just so weak. I don't see that thing producing a tornado. Like this one has stronger velocities down here by McDaniels. Don't know why. I don't know why they're tornado warning that. Let's read it. Let's actually read what they said. 5:19 p.m. So that was almost an hour ago. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Grandview or 9 miles south of Rockport, moving east at 10 miles an hour. Yeah, saying take cover and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of odd. You're from Myrtle Beach. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Raining sideways in Newton. Okay, so the wind is really cranking down there, Daryl. You still got power, hopefully. So it is raining sideways down in Covington, Georgia right now. You're like right in here. The storm's on top of you. You are inside the storm now. Let's go back down to Georgia real quick. Wonder what our next update on the power outages are going to be like. Let's pull up our power. Anybody that's just showing up, too, let me go ahead and pull up our tornado threat for the day. We have a very low tornado threat. We haven't seen a single tornado today, but it got reduced. I mean, we had a 2% yesterday, but basically, yeah, this is where our 2% tornado threat is today. They made it way smaller. And then for like severe weather, this is what we're looking at. Basically, yeah. I mean, our worst parts where the storms are at now. This is basically just, yeah, for our severe thunderstorms where we're supposed to see the most of it today. So Georgia was basically in the worst case scenario for today. And tomorrow's chance for tornadoes is actually much higher. We have a pretty good chance in East Virginia and quite a bit down here in Ohio, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri tomorrow. But yeah, anybody else that's just showing up, the reason why we are live right now is we have this big line of storms cranking through Atlanta. It's actually east of Atlanta. It's almost to Athens, Georgia right now, just knocking power out left and right all along through here. I mean, it's even doing damage up in West Virginia now. Is that even West Virginia? No, that's North Carolina, I believe. Yeah. So these storms are basically on the western tip of North Carolina now, right now, going through Murphy and Franklin as well. Let me go back up to the National Weather Review. It's actually better. Let's see it even better from here. You can basically see our whole line of storms here taking out power. Just went through Atlanta. If you're east of this, anywhere near Greenville, Knoxville, get ready. It's coming. It's coming your way. And the storm's moving fast. And just so you guys know how much damage this thing's done. This is Georgia. I haven't updated this in a minute, not since 6. So it's been 15 minutes since our last update. This is back when the storm started to get crazy. All these counties lost a bunch of power. And as it came through Alabama, it started to get much worse. Like, I mean, we have counties that have lost. We got like 8,000 people in Walker County still. Like, this thing's just doing lots of damage. Then now it's in Georgia. We also can't forget Tennessee. Parts of Tennessee got hit. This did go up north a bit. So this storm's actually moved on into North Carolina now. Let's see if there's any damage in North Carolina yet. Yep. Okay. So our first county here, Cherokee County's already lost 4,000 houses of power in North Carolina. So this is where the storm's at currently. Storm's currently over Cherokee County. Let me move it over so you guys can see it. So yeah, we have houses losing power in North Carolina there. And then let's go down to Georgia. Let me make this skinny enough so it's fitting on the screen here. Let's see. Okay, so we just had another update, 6:28 p.m. So 17,000 households lost power in Hall County since our last scan. That is this thing. I don't know how this thing's doing so much damage, to be honest. Another 1,000 houses in Habersham County. 800 people in White County. Half the county lost power in Lumpkin. These two counties are red. Almost half the people lost power in these two counties. Half the people living there. Another 2,300 in Union County. Looks like it's not doing as much damage south, but it's still taking out a bit of power further down south. I remember Daryl was saying he lives in Newton County. Let's see what the update is on Newton. Nobody lost power in Newton. You're getting lucky, Daryl. You're getting lucky, Daryl. That's awesome. So basically, it looks like it's starting to light up in the southern parts. Because in the last 30 minutes, we haven't lost any power in Newton County, and that's where all the storms are at right now. So these storms down here are getting weaker, so that's good. How does a tornado make sound? It sounds like a train. Depends how big. You kind of get like a train sound from tornadoes. Yep. This is our big nasty storm heading east. Can't believe we still have that tornado warning up in Indiana, to be honest. I'm not seeing it, guys. We do have a tornado warning, but I don't think it's a tornado threat. Up here in Spencer County in Indiana, they've had this thing tornado warning for like an hour now. There's hardly any rotation here. I guess somebody was probably driving along and they seen like a gust tornado on the ground or something. They called it in national weather. I don't know. So I'm just not seeing any rotation here hardly. I mean, I see rotation, but this thing looks like it's so far from producing a tornado. Storms down in Georgia are way more of a threat than this little guy. Storm balls map win. What does that mean? How you doing, Jeremy Griffith? Welcome to the stream. We are basically watching Georgia get obliterated by a line of storms right now. We can actually move the storm's moving so fast. Let's switch to this North Carolina radar now. We're basically just watching this line of storms take out power across America right now. Anybody that lives, I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see. This is Georgia right here. This line of storms is coming through this way, moving east. If you're east over here, get ready. It's coming. Go get some gas for your generators. Do whatever you got to do. Looks like we just got a new severe warning, severe destructive for Covington. Are you okay down there, Daryl? Because they just gave us a new severe warning in your area. We just got a brand new severe warning for where Daryl's at in Covington. They just upgraded this. Yeah, we're watching this storm just do a whole bunch of damage, sadly. We have 221,000 people lost power in Georgia from these storms already. 250,000 people lost power today from the storm. just in the last hour, last 2 hours or so. Unreal. Only 113,000 lost power in Alabama. Mississippi, only 11,000. Yeah, it started to get bad in Mississippi when this thing started acting up. 28,000 people in Tennessee. 628. Our next update will probably be coming in here in a couple minutes. Yeah. Our tornado warning's finally gone. All right. No, guys, I just pretty much wanted to come in here and warn you guys about this big storm coming through. Basically, let Atlanta know because they just got hit hard. But I really appreciate everybody stopping in. Please like and subscribe if you want. We always go live. We always go live with the weather stuff here if there's any bad weather. Let me go ahead and link our Discord. We got a big Discord made up here. If anybody wants to join our Discord, we have a new Discord made. So we're basically in our Discord, and in the description we have linked all the basically the storm chasers, all the weather streamers. So if you want to join our Discord and hang out, chat about weather, or just you're concerned about weather, well, you can find a streamer, you can find a chaser. We got all the apps you need in there, different apps you can use to look at the weather. So we basically got our big Discord set up now for people to come hang out, chat, and just basically, get your updates on weather. And if you ever want to watch somebody chasing a tornado, you can come in there for that too. You were asking about Jackson, Georgia. Let me pull it up real quick before I shut down the stream. Jackson, Georgia. I feel like I should know where that is. I know where Jackson is. There's so many Jacksons. Jackson, Georgia. I only go live when there's bad weather, pretty much, or if there's like a big storm coming towards a big city. That's when I go live. It doesn't necessarily have to be a tornado. If it's like a big hailstorm or something like that, I usually go live too. It just depends. Like, if there's a tornado in the middle of a country and nowhere, usually I won't go live, right? But if there's a tornado coming towards a city, even if it's a smaller one, I'll still go live. So it just basically has to be like a big threat to a lot of people, and that's when I go live. And that's the case today because I thought these storms were finally dying out, but as you see, this thing's still taking out power. These winds are doing a lot of damage. Jackson's kind of far down south. You might see some winds down there in Jackson, but probably not as bad as it is up north. So, how far are you from Macon? You're north of Macon. You're right in here. So you're definitely going to get hit by rain, but you're not going to, or right, you're like right in here north of Macon. You're definitely going to hit by some rain in Jackson, but it's not going to be any crazy winds, I don't think. All these crazy winds are going to be north of up here. Pretty much this whole area is where we're going to see the crazy winds that's taking out power. And Athens is literally, it's coming right towards Athens right now. And real quick, I guess before I take off, I will go ahead and refresh our power outage to see if it has an update. Nope, still hasn't updated. So yeah, basically this is the line of storms, and I really appreciate y'all coming in. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time we go live. And please join our Discord.